Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to New York's Fashion Week. Oh no! And gentlemen, fashion, welcome to ladies, hello! Oh, I've got to get all these cards right in time for the show.
All right, people, let's get ready. Where are all the models at? I thought there were supposed to be 7 of you. I don't have time for this. People are starting to arrive for the fashion show.
I'm so excited for today's fashion show. I heard that Vogue, Elle, and Harper's Bazaar are all going to be in attendance.
Not only that, but GQ Style is doing a full spread on the show. This could be just the thing I need to take me from model to supermodel status. Today, New York Fashion Week. Tomorrow, front cover of every big fashion magazine in the world.
You wish, Heidi. You may have the looks to get on the magazines, but one look at your runway walk and no one will think twice about you.
Cindy's right. Your walk is in need of some serious work. Did you even go to modeling school?
Let me remind you. So I was highly considered as a contestant for America's Top Model Season 22. I was 1 number away from making it to the 2nd round of audition.
Just because they called the number of the girl sitting next to you does not mean you were 1 number away.
Whatever. Hey, Tim, when's coffee supposed to arrive?
She should be here any minute, and when she gets here, we need to be ready to go. We all know how coffee gets when she has to wait.
Yeah, she gets bitter.
This is going to be the biggest fashion show of the week.
Everything needs to be perfect.
Let's make it work, people.
Is it just me, or is Tim extra stressed today?
Sorry I'm late. I tried to get a cab, but every time I opened the door, someone else jumped in the seat. I ended up having to take the subway here.
First
First time in New York.
How could you tell?
Because each one of us looked exactly like you when we started modeling years ago.
I showed up to my first fashion week with one of the heels on my high heel completely missing.
I had gum in my hair.
I showed up to the wrong fashion show. I had my purse stolen.
I ripped my dress on the runway.
I was under so much stress. I ate a whole half of a pizza slice with ranch, but not the crust.
Wow, I had no idea modeling could be that rough.
It's a tough business, honey, but someone's got to do it.
All right, Gigi, it's time for me to make a sculpture out of this mess you call hair. Hey! Oh, who am I kidding? You're right. Work your magic, funk.
Ouch! Watch what you're doing, Kelsey. Sorry, but I'm never going to get this dress done in time for the fashion show if you don't stop moving.
So, what's your name?
Norma Jean McDonald.
You're joking, right?
Nope.
McDonald?
Yep, you know old McDonald had a farm? Well, that's my dad.
And you came straight from your small town farm to the big city to make your big break?
I'll bet you were the prettiest girl in your town, right? Well, I wouldn't say the prettiest, but I did win Miss Cornhusk Queen 6 years in a row. We've got a farmie.
Don't pay any attention to her, Norm. That's Brooklyn. She's just mad because she hasn't had her big break yet. And she's almost too old to be a supermodel anymore. She's almost 30. Like, ew.
So, are you not wondering what a farmie is?
Well, I don't know, what is it?
It's what we call the girls that come from small towns.
You see, New York is full of girls trying to break into the model business. They come from all over. Small towns, big towns, forests, cities, farms. Each one's the prettiest from their hometown. Each one's looking for their chance to become a supermodel. But there are some who think that the small town girls shouldn't be here.
But not us. Stick with us, Norma, and we'll show you the ropes.
First things first. We need to get you a new name.
What's wrong with my name?
Nothing if you want to be a normal person working at a burger shack. But you want to be a model, so you have to have a model name. Using your own name is just so...
Plain Jane.
No, it's Norma Jean.
What's the difference?
Well, what are your names?
Tyra Banks.
Heidi Plume.
Cindy Clawford.
Those are great model names. What do you think mine should be?
I have a quiz in my Elle magazine that lets you pick your supermodel name. We can use that.
Okay.
All right, what's your mother's middle name?
Norma.
And what month were you born?
June.
And then finally, what was the name of your first pet?
McDonald. Our family isn't very creative when it comes to picking names.
So what's her model name?
Well, according to the supermodel name creator, her model name is Norma June.
Oh, I love it. Goodbye, Norma Jean, and hello, Norma June. Wow, I feel different already. Look out, Runway, because Norma June is going to take you by storm.
These models are wrong about you, Farmy. You got some style.
Oh God. Okay, the show's starting so soon. Stay calm, everyone. It's tired.
Janice, do you know when coffee's going to get here? I need to know what design she wants done on these girls.
What do I look like? Her personal assistant?
Yes, that's why I was asking.
Sorry, Francois. I'm just under a ton of pressure right now. I need this fashion show to go off without a hitch.
Well, I can't get any of these girls finished until I know what she wants.
Wait, I know she told me something about the makeup. I just need to find it. Here, could you hold these drinks a sec? Be careful, they're hot. And, could you hold this phone? And, this one. And this one, too. And, could you hold these? Okay, thanks. Oh, here it is. There you go.
This looks easy enough. Thanks, Janice.
Thank you.
Janice, how come you need 3 cell phones?
One is for Miss Chantel's publicity contacts, one is for her personal contacts, and one is for contacts where she doesn't know which other phones put them on. Thanks for holding them all.
Janice, why are you under so much pressure right now? You've done hundreds of these fashion shows for coffee before. Why is this one any different?
Because if everything goes great, this might become my last. I applied to be the new fashion consultant for Vogue, and a beaming recommendation from Miss Chantel would be just the thing to get me the position. But if any aspect of this show goes wrong, I can kiss Vogue goodbye.
Hey Janice, do you know when coffee's supposed to get here? The show's about to begin.
Beats me. Last time I heard from her was at 3 a.m. when she texted me her latte order for the day. Oh, would you mind putting that phone by me here? Hello, Miss Chantel's personal secretary. How can I help you?
If you couldn't tell, Norma, that's Janice. She's Coffee's personal assistant.
Being her personal assistant does not look like a very fun job. 3 phones, latte orders, and all that paperwork. I couldn't even imagine keeping all that organized.
What do you need help with? We've got a new model.
Still no word from Coffee? If you see her before I do, let me know right away. We've got some serious business to discuss.
Who was that?
That's Estelle Gable. She's Coffee's agent.
She helped her get her big break in the modeling world. She's usually at all these fashion shows signing the next big contract, but I've never seen her this upset. Not a fun job.
Yeah, does not look like a very fun job.
I think I finally got all of these cards back in order. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to...
Ow! Hold still, would you? I need to get these last minute touches done. You know how Coffee gets. If there is just one stitch out of place, then my job will be toast.
Oh no! York's week new fashion ladies, hello? I've got to get all these cards right in time for the show, or Coffee will be so upset. And we all know what Coffee's like when she gets upset.
MC, you've made a mess back here.
I'm trying to clean it up.
Well, hurry it up. The backstage needs to be clear before the show. Everything needs to be perfect.
What are you doing?
Just following the design Janice gave me. Coffee wants it this way.
I look like a raccoon.
She wanted a dark smoky eye.
I think we have left the realm of smoky eye and entered woodland creature.
Well, that's what Coffee wants. And what Coffee wants, Coffee gets.
If you haven't noticed by now, Norma, doing a fashion show for Coffee Chantel is pretty stressful.
You're right. I'm sure glad I'm just a model for tonight's fashion show, because working for Coffee Chantel seems like the worst job a person could ever have. I would never want to work for Coffee Chantel. Is that so? Miss Chantel, let me just say I am so excited to be working for ya.
This is Norma June Coffee. She's our newest model.
She was Miss Cornhusk Queen 6 years in a row.
And now she's here in New York trying to make her big thing.
Oh, how farmy. Makes sense. All right, everyone, listen up. It is almost time for the fashion show to begin. It will take all of us working together to make this show a success. I want you all to give your best today. I will certainly be doing mine. Now, let's get this show on the runway.
I don't know what all the stress was about. It seems like Coffee is nice and calm.
You haven't seen the real Coffee yet.
Just wait and see.
Oh, I brought you your latte, Miss Chantel.
Thank you, Janice. What is this? I told you I wanted a venti non-fat soy latte with 3.5 sugar packets and a hint of cinnamon. This clearly has 3 sugar packets. Where's my half packet? Where?
Sorry, Miss Chantel. I gave them your order exactly as you told me. But don't worry, I had to make 4 just in case the first one went wrong. Try this one.
That has a sprig of cinnamon, not a hint.
Oh, sorry.
Almond milk, not soy.
Oh, gosh. What was wrong with that one?
I'm just not feeling in the latte mood anymore. Go and fetch me an iced hot tea. Would you?
Oh, sure. I'll get you a nice hot tea with a little poison mixed in.
What was that?
Nothing, Miss Chantal. I'll go get that tea right away. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
How are the descriptions coming along for today's show?
They're all ready to go, Coffee. Would you like to see them?
Yes. Yes. All right. Good. Not bad. You did a good job capturing the essence of the designs in your descriptions. But it looks like your cards are all out of order. Better get them cleaned up before the show.
I'd like to drop you to the floor like you did my cards.
Did you say something?
No, Miss Chantal, just picking up these cards.
What is that on your face? What? Where is a spider? I hate spiders. No, it is that hideous makeup job.
I told Francois they look like a raccoon.
You look more like roadkill raccoon to me. That is not the design I gave you.
Yes, it is. Take a look.
It looks like something spilled on that and smudged my design.
Well, that's the one Janice gave me.
Janice! Well, that's clearly not what I intended with the design. Wash that off her face and start over and make it quick. We have a show to run.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Do what I designed. Just do less of it and make it snappy.
Sometimes I wish you would just die. I didn't say anything.
And you, Candace, you look a little, oh, how should I say it, rounder. Keep it up and you won't fit in the dresses.
I can't believe it. She's so
Evil.
Malicious.
An absolute terror that is hard to understand why anyone in their right mind would want to work for her, much less talk to her at all.
I was gonna say mean, but
Yeah.
Coffee! We need to go somewhere to talk.
There's no time now, Estelle. I've got a show to put on.
Listen to me. You are making a huge mistake. You are ruining your name, and more importantly, you're ruining me. And I won't let you ruin me. I found you. I made you who you are today, and this is how you repay me?
I'm not talking business right now.
Well, when are you going to be talking business? Because you stabbed me in the back. And no one stabs Estelle Gable in the back without getting stabbed back in the back. You backstabber.
Give it a rest, darling. Now you're just babbling.
I can't believe this. We aren't done discussing this issue. Hello?
Are the dresses almost finished? We show in less than 20 minutes.
Almost finished, Coffee. Just adding the last few details.
If Candace would just hold still, I would have been done by now.
Now, Kelsey, you know it's not polite to blame your own procrastination on others. You knew we were going to show today, so you should have had these details done last week. Well, I didn't have the final designs until 2 days ago. How was I supposed to have them done last week without the designs in hand?
Not my problem, Kelsey.
Yes, it is your problem, Coffee. You are the designer, are you not?
You know very well that I am the designer for this show. All of these designs, every last detail are mine. All mine.
Then I prove my point. If you would have given me the design sooner, I would be done by now.
There we go, blaming others again.
What I wouldn't give to drive my scissors into your back.
What did you just say to me?
You hurt me!
You watch your tongue, Kelsey Randall. You are speaking to Coffee Chantel, world-class fashion designer. If you want to keep working in this business, which I assume you do, you will do the work you are given and only speak when spoken to. Is that clear?
Yes. Sorry, Miss Chantel.
Good. Now get back to finishing these dresses, or this will be the last fashion show you ever do for me or anyone else in the city. All right, we're moments away from the fashion show.
All right, people, we are going to places. This is going to be a fashion show that the audience will never forget. And that, folks, brings us to our final collection of the evening. These next few dresses are the spring line collection, and I know some of you will like to have a closer look. So I would like to call a few of you up onto the stage to have a closer look. So, could I please bring you? You can sit right here. Perfect, thank you. Let's see, I need a few others. How about you? Can you come sit right here? Thank you. A few more. Let's see. How about you? Could you come sit right here? About two more. Let's see. How about you? Could you come sit right here? Thank you. And one more. This is a tough choice. How about you? Can you come sit right here? Thank you. All right. Now that we are all settled, we can resume. Miss Chantel titles this collection An Evening in Paris. Her inspiration was the sights, smells, and sounds of Paris. Without further ado, let us begin. I felt like I was in Paris, didn't you? Now, let's bring these girls down one more time. And now, let's bring out the woman behind this fashionably fabulous collection, Miss Coffee Chantel. Miss Chantel, are you all right? Help me!
There's something wrong with her.
Help me!
Oh my goodness, we need to get her some help. Quick, is there a doctor in the house?
I'm a doctor.
Well then, come up here.
I'm Dr. Hubert Johnson. What seems to be the problem?
Please, can you help Miss Chantel?
Sure, what seems to be the problem?
Can't you see? She's heard of something and saying, help me. I think she may be dying.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Why not? You're a doctor, aren't you?
Well, I'm
I'm not a medical doctor.
You're
not? No, I'm a professor at NYU.
But I thought you said you were a doctor.
I am. I have a PhD in early American history, so if we help with understanding anything from Columbus' discovery of America through the Civil War, then I'm your guy. But if you're dying, I can't really help you with that. Sorry.
If you can't help someone who's dying, then why did you raise your hand when we asked for a doctor?
Because I am a doctor, just not a medical doctor.
You know, most people assume that when we ask, is there a doctor in the house, that we mean a medical one.
Really? Oh, sorry. Sorry. So sorry. Sorry.
Someone help me! What is going on out here? The show should be over by now. It's coffee? What do you mean? Oh my gosh! Coffee! Are you sick? Hurt? Dying? Oh, think, Tim, think. I know. Is there a doctor in the house?
Not you, Professor. He means someone who cares for their patients.
I'm a doctor.
But you care for patients?
I care for my patients every day. Please, doctor, call me Dr. Green, Dr. Elizabeth Green, at your service. How may I help you? It's Miss Chantel here. She looks like she's dying.
Help me.
Oh, I can't help her. Why not? Because I'm not that kind of doctor.
But you said you care for patients.
And I do. But my patients are dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, guinea pigs, snakes, hamsters, lizards, animals. So I can't really have a dying friend here.
Here we go again.
Then why did you raise your hand when we asked for a doctor? Because I am a doctor. I meant a medical doctor, one that cares for human patients like Miss Chantel here. Well, the next time, try to be more specific when you ask for a doctor in the house.
What is going on out here?
Yeah, is the show over yet? I need to talk with Coffee.
Oh, you won't be doing much talking with Coffee.
And why is that? Because she's dying. She'll wish you were dead when I get done talking with her. No, look here, she's actually dying.
Help!
Oh, see what you mean now.
Miss Chantel! Do you still want your tea? Also, I know this might not be the best time, but do you think you could get my letter of rack done before,
Oh my goodness, can't you see I am dying here? For Pete's sake, can't someone help me? Anybody?
Sorry, of course! Someone please help! Is there a doctor in the house?
I play doctor on TV.
No!
I'm a doctor.
A real doctor?
Not a PhD of history doctor?
Or a veterinarian doctor? But an actual medical doctor that cares for human patients?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Shelby Smith. I work in the ER at Immaculate Heart Hospital.
Then, wait. Why didn't you raise your hand the first time we asked for a doctor? Instead of letting the old professor here do it. Or the veterinarian.
I sort of figured the other two had it under control.
Well, they didn't, and now Miss Chantel is dying.
Please help her, doctor, before it's too late.
Please, help.
Let me have a look. She's dead.
Doctor, do you know what she died from?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say that she was murdered.
Murdered?
You mean like
Killed?
Yeah, she was definitely murdered.
Oh, and you could tell all that just by feeling her pulse?
No, I can tell by the pair of scissors sticking out of her back.
But if she was murdered, that means that one of us here or backstage is the murderer.
Well, if that's the case, then how are we going to find out who the murderer is?
We could ask if there's a detective in the house.
You've got to be kidding me. You honestly think that if we just yell out, is there a detective in the house, that one's just going to stand up and say,
I'm a detective.
wow, I would have never thought in a million years that that would have worked. So you're really a detective?
No, not really. I'm actually a detective's assistant.
Just like the doctors, you've got a so-called detective in the house who isn't actually a detective. Well, if you're a detective's assistant, then where's the detective?
I'm right here. Detective Earl Lockholmes, at your service. And this is my assistant, Joanne Watson. And it seems we have a murder to solve. Do you really think Miss Chantel was murdered, Mr. Lockholmes? That's Detective Lockholmes. And yes, I do think Miss Chantel was mad.
Well, how can you be so sure, Detective?
Well, like all good murders, the killer needs a motive for hurting the victim. And my guess here is that there are plenty of people who have thought about killing Miss Chantel at one time or another. Then, if my detective skills are correct, I'd say we've got a case of murder on the runway.
I've got another job to get to, so I'm gonna go now.
No one goes anywhere. This is a murder crime scene. Everyone here is either a suspect or a witness.
My assistant here is correct. Everyone shall remain here until we discover who the murderer is. Except for you, you can go, and you, or you. In fact, I don't think any of you people did it, so you can be on your way. And doctors, I'm not finished with you either, so.
Well, how are you going to find out who the murderer is? Question is all?
Not all of you, just those of you who have a motive for wanting Miss Chantel dead. Watson, take everyone backstage so I may have a chance to examine the crime scene. When I'm finished, we will reconvene out here and go through each account. Then we will discover who the murderer is.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes. All right, everyone, you heard the detective. Get backstage. I don't want any funny business. Now move it.
Now, to investigate the crime scene. In the house.
Yes. What is your question on early American history? The landing of the Pilgrims? The signing of the Constitution? Anything like that?
Sorry, I didn't mean you, Professor.
Oh. Well, I'll just be here if you need me.
Were you naming me? Having trouble with your cat or pet canary?
Again, sorry, I didn't mean you either. I was trying to ask the medical doctor a question.
Oh, I see. You know, us vets are doctors too. Just because we don't care for human patients doesn't mean we don't go through just as much school to care for our patients. It says doctor in front of my name, like all of the rest.
I did not mean to offend you. I just had a question for the doctor who found the murder weapon.
Oh, I can't help that. Go ahead.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Shelby Smith, you were the one who found these scissors, correct?
Yes.
And how do you know that this was the weapon that killed the victim?
Well, I saw the scissors sticking out of her back, and then she died. So I sort of put two and two together.
So what you're saying is that 2 and 2 makes murder?
Yeah?
Precisely. Watson,
Yes, Doc Holmes.
I am ready. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
Ready to bring in the group for the questioning.
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. Go ahead and bring them in, please.
You've got it, boss. All right, everyone, to the stage. Let's move it, people.
Listen here, Bob. I was just informed backstage that coffee kicked the bucket out here. And I wanted to be the first to tell you I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
I know.
You do? How?
Let's just say I have my methods. You see, based upon my inspection of the crime scene, I conclude that there are 7 possible suspects in this murder case. And you are not one of them.
Okay, good talk. I'll just be over here if you need me.
Now, to begin the investigation with our first suspect.
It was the butler who did it.
What are you doing, Watson?
I'm stating my accusation.
But we haven't begun the questioning.
But it's always the butler who did it.
Of course, if you have a butler, but this is a fashion show. There are no butlers.
Oh, I guess you're right. In that case, I've got nothing.
Which is why, Watson, we've got to get to the bottom of this case. Now, which one of you here is Miss Chantel's assistant?
Oh, that would be me, Detective. I'm Janice Tompkins, but you can just call me Janice. I was Miss Chantel's assistant.
And how did you come to be her assistant, if I may ask?
Well, it all started a couple of years...
Hold on a minute. I'm more of a visual learner, so would you mind telling me this in a flashback?
What do you mean?
He wants you to show him.
A flashback is a device used in theater, film, and television to provide the audience with information from the past.
Huh?
He wants you to show him.
You know, act it out.
But how would I do that? Like Tyra said, flashbacks are only done in theater and stuff. This is real life. It's not like we're in a show right now. Oh, right! Flashback it is. Like I said, it all started a couple of years ago. I had just graduated from college with my degree in fashion journalism. Unfortunately, no one would hire me because of my lack of experience. So, naturally, I went to work as a barista at Cup of Joe coffee shop. Hi, welcome to Cup of Joe. What can I make you?
I'll have a grande mocha chip frappe, heavy on the chip and easy on the whip.
That was one grande mac wrap, loaded and light, and your name for that order?
Sarah.
With an H?
How'd you know?
Lucky guess. We'll have that right up. Next. Hi, welcome to Cup of Joe. What can I make you?
I'll have a venti non-fast soy latte with 3.5 sugar packets and a hint of cinnamon. Did you get all that? Most of these places can never get my order right.
That was one venti non-fat soy latte with 3.5 sugars and hint of cinnamon.
Impressive.
And a name for that order?
Coffee.
Oh, okay. Would you like cream and sugar in that?
Excuse me?
With your coffee?
I did not order coffee. I ordered a latte.
I know, a venti non-fat latte. But you just asked for coffee.
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I must have misheard you. Can I get a name for your latte?
Coffee.
I'm sorry, do you want a coffee or not?
Not!
And your name is?
Coffee!
Oh, sorry, you must get that a lot. You know, my favorite fashion designer's name is Coffee.
Coffee Chantel.
Yes, do you know of her?
I am her.
OMG! I am so embarrassed. I'm a huge fan. I wrote my final paper in my modern fashion class on your work. Your Colors of Manhattan line was just awe-inspiring. I'm a fashion journalist major, by the way.
Oh, that's nice. Now can I get my latte?
Sure. Right away, Coffee. I mean, Miss Chantel. So how did I do, Miss Chantel?
This is the best latte I've ever had. You say you're into fashion.
Definitely.
Then you shall be my personal assistant. Here's a phone. I'm going to teach you everything I know. Don't let the phone leave your side. Goodbye, latte girl.
Goodbye, Miss Chantel. I'll be waiting for your call. And my name is Janice. It's then that I left a cup of dough to join Coffee.
I see. That's so funny. Get it? Coffee and latte? It's funny because they're so similar.
Complimentary, my dear Watson. So then, Janice, why did you want to kill the victim?
Me? Want to kill Miss Chantel? That's ridiculous. Won't give me that impression.
How about the fact that you said you wanted to poison Coffee's tea?
Write that down, Watson.
This is you poisoned your tea. Got it.
No, you've got it all wrong.
We did all hear you say that, Janice. But I mean, I don't blame you. After Coffee spit all those lattes in your face. But you did say you wanted to poison her.
Again, I ask, why did you want her dead?
I didn't, I swear. Coffee was my mentor. I looked up to her. And yes, maybe she was difficult to work with, but she made me a better person and has opened my chances of working in this business. I was just stressed, but I didn't kill her.
I I know.
You do?
Of course I do. You couldn't have done it, because you were making her tea at the time of the murder.
Well, how do you know she didn't just make the tea, then stab Coffee in the back?
Watson, the tea.
Yes, Doctor. Based on the current temp of the tea, I'd say this was brewed 15 minutes ago.
And when did she enter the stage and fall over?
15 minutes ago.
My point exactly. You're off the hook, Janice.
Well, that was one suspect and 6 more to go.
That is correct.
So who's next on your list?
Well, what about MC? I heard him tell Coffee he'd like to drop her to the floor.
I remember that too, and that's exactly what she did when she got out here. She dropped to the floor.
Oh, come on. You can't honestly think that I'm the murderer.
Well, you did have the motive, didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, yes, okay. I have thought about killing Coffee. Many times. But I never would have actually gone through with it.
Why did you want Coffee dead?
It all started a couple of years ago. I was meeting with Coffee to get an outfit to wear at the latest premiere of my newest movie, Dog on a Cold Aluminum Ceiling.
Ah, Melbourne Cormac. Come in, come in.
Hold up. Who's Melbourne Cormac?
That's me. I'm Melbourne Cormac.
But I thought your name was MC.
Oh, I get it now. Continue. Come in, come in.
Thank you, Miss Chantel.
Let me just say, I can't wait to see you sporting this new outfit on your walk down the red carpet.
Thank you, Miss Chantel. I must say, I am rather nervous. This is my first movie premiere. I'm not quite so sure what to expect. I hope everybody likes the movie.
Oh, I'm sure it will be fantastic.
I really need this to go well. This could really get my acting career rolling. Today, red carpet premiere. Tomorrow, red carpet for the Academy Awards.
Well, if you make it to the Academy Awards, I hope you wear another one of my designs. All right.
Of course, Miss Chantal. You're the best in the business. And I think dress for success. If you want to be your best, you have to look your best.
That is a fantastic motto to live by. All right, I have your measurements. I think I have the perfect coat for you in the back. Hold on just a second.
That was fast.
Automatic closet. Just punch in the number and the jacket pops out. My measurements are always correct. You won't need to try it on.
Great choice, Miss Chantal. What do I owe you for this?
Oh, here's the bill. It has a breakdown of all the costs.
Just put it on my
I
card.
take cash only.
Oh. Oh no.
Is something the matter? I can assure you, all my prices are reasonable for the quality of fashion.
Can you just tell me how much I owe you?
Like I said, it's all right there on the bill.
Well, you see, the thing is, I just like to hear the price told to me. So could you just tell me, please?
Nonsense. I don't like to discuss business out loud. Just read the bill, pay me the money, and I'll be on my way.
Well, you see, the thing is, I can't.
Can't pay me?
No! Can't read the bill.
Is it my handwriting?
No, it's all writing.
What?
I can't read.
But you're an actor.
I know. I've secretly been having someone read all of my lines onto a recording. Then I go into my trailer and memorize all of my lines ahead of time. That way people on set just think I'm reading from the script, but really I have all of the lines memorized. Please don't tell anyone. A thing like this could ruin me.
Believe me, I won't tell anyone.
Oh, thank you, Miss Chantal.
Your secret is safe with me, but only for a price.
Are you blackmailing me?
Oh, I don't like to call it blackmailing. I like to call it offering a service to you for a large sum of money to me. It just sounds better that way. Step into my office and we can discuss business out loud.
So, you see, I may have had a motive, but I didn't kill her.
That story doesn't make any sense. You say you can't read?
That's right.
But you read off all those note cards.
Well, you see, the thing is, the note cards were all an act. It was just me pretending to know how to read to make you guys think that I could. But in reality, all of the note cards are blank. Mr. Lockholmes, you have to believe me. I did not kill Coffee Chantel.
I know. You see, when I was investigating the crime scene, I noticed the blank cards sitting on your podium. I found that odd, so I knew something was up. But I know that you yourself couldn't kill her. You were out here the entire fashion show.
Oh.
Well, why all the questions about motive if you knew he couldn't be a murderer?
I know that's one. Detective Lockholmes was trying to see if MC was an accomplice to the murder. Sure, he might not have done it, but he could have worked with someone to do it. Someone like you, Estelle Gable.
Me?
Yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Then who? Yeah, we could all see that you were upset with Coffee, and you made several threats to her life today.
So, what were you so upset about?
Hold on here. I am the detective. I do the questioning. So, what were you so upset about?
Sorry to interrupt a potential flashback, but I have a place to be. I had to teach a class on colonial cooking at 4:30 on the other side of town.
We can't rush an investigation like this. I must know all of the details before I can make my accusation. Look, if you guys really want to help, then go ahead and help act in the next flashback.
But wait, won't we need more than one person to act in a flashback?
Well, you can do it.
Yay! Really? I've been taking some improv class at the local community theater. This would be a great chance for me to test out my skills.
So let's begin, shall we?
Alright, you want to know why I was so upset? Because Coffee was making a huge career mistake. A mistake that was going to ruin her career and mine. Oh, we won't be needing you for this flashback, Coffee.
Oh, okay.
It all started a couple days ago. I was in my office working on a contract for Coffee's new fashion line when I got the visits. That's where you two come in.
Oh, right.
Hello, welcome to Estelle Gable's Designer Management Agency. How may I help you?
Nice to meet you, Miss Gable. I'm Ernest Gunther, and this is my partner, Eunice Gunther. And we represent Gunther and Gunther.
Gunther and Gunther, never heard of you.
Our card.
Gunther and Gunther created design agencies. What's this about?
May we sit?
Sure, go right ahead.
We're here to discuss our newest client, Miss Coffee Chantel.
Pardon me. You must be mistaken. You see, Coffee Chantel is my client. I have represented her entire career.
Well, not anymore. She signed a contract for us this morning.
That's impossible. She's under contract with me.
That's what we're here to discuss. Here's a copy of your contract with our client.
My client?
Agree to disagree.
After reviewing your contract with Miss Chantal, we noticed a slight loophole. You see, you represent Miss Chantal for any of her red carpet fashion designs, but we now represent her for her department store fashion line.
Miss Coffee Chantel is our newest designer for Dolmart.
Dolmart?
Yes, you heard me correctly. I said Dolmart.
We just wanted to inform you before you finished your next contract. We're very sorry for your loss. We'll be sending you a fruit basket in the mail as part of our condolences. Good afternoon, Miss Gable.
Your agency.
So now can you see why I was so upset? Coffee was going from red carpet chic to the department store. Some other word that means the opposite of chic, but I'm too upset to think of at the moment. And well, Coffee might have killed her career. I did not kill her.
I know.
How do you know? Because while the detective and I were watching the fashion show, I pointed out to him that we could see through a slight crack in the curtain. And what we could see was you, Estelle Gable, looking very worked up about something. Now we know what it was you were worked up about.
Now that we know it wasn't Estelle, who do you think did the murder?
Why don't we ask you?
Me? I don't have motive for murder.
Don't you?
No.
Don't you?
No.
Don't you?
Okay, yes! I was afraid that Coffee might expose my secret. You see, see, it all started a few weeks ago. I was walking in the park enjoying my day when I ran into... Coffee? Funny running into you here. Candace, hello. I was just taking a walk to clear my mind. I always design better on an empty mind. I was doing the same thing, walking and clearing my mind. I find I get a better lifeless model face and my mind is clear.
Here's your hot dogs, ma'am.
Didn't he just say hot dog?
Actually, I said hot dogs. Plural is in more than one. 3 to be exact.
Are you eating hot dogs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sorry, sir. You must have me confused with someone else. I didn't order any hot dogs.
Sure you did. You come here every day and order 3 dogs at the works. You're my best customer, Candace. You keep me in business.
I don't believe this. 3 hot dogs a day.
Ice cream, get your ice cream here. Nice, cold, and creamy ice cream. Oh, hey, Candace, ready for your usual?
Her usual?
Sure, she comes here every day and orders a 5-scoop special with extra sprinkles.
Well, this is really embarrassing. Listen, Candace, once everyone finds out about this, you won't ever get another modeling gig. Your career as a model will be through. But for now, your secret is safe with me. I just hope you can still fit into the dresses.
Well, that was rough. Do you still want the hot dogs?
Ugh. You see, I couldn't let coffee expose my secret or my career would be over. No one wants to hire a model that eats like that.
That is a shame. The fashion industry is wrong for judging anyone on their appearance. You're beautiful whether you eat hot dogs or not.
Thank you.
But did she do it? Did she kill Coffee to keep her secret secret? I don't think she did it. But how do you know? Candace, lift up your arms, please.
She can't lift her arms. The dress is designed in a way that the person wearing it is unable to lift their arms at the shoulder. It looks really good on the runway, but it isn't really practical in real life.
Right, but in order to stab Miss Chantel in the back, the killer would need to lift the scissors above the head. So Candace couldn't have done it. What about Francois? She said she wanted to see Coffee die.
Hey!
Sorry to throw you under the bus like that, but I'm just really getting into this whole investigation thing.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but I don't have a motive to kill Coffee. I just didn't like her, and she knew that.
Then why did you work for her?
Because she's the best in the business, and working for her looked great on my resume. I had no reason to kill her.
She didn't blackmail you.
Threaten you?
Make you mad to the point that your blood boils and you just want to snap?
Sure, she made me mad. She made all of us mad. But we still got the work done. So cross me off that suspect list of yours.
Officially crossed off.
Which brings us to our most obvious suspect.
And who would that be?
Why, Kelsey Randall, of course. You are Miss Chantel's seamstress, are you not?
I am, but why would that make me the obvious suspect?
Because the murder weapon belonged to you.
But the weapon was scissors. Anybody can use scissors backstage.
Yeah, I use scissors. But these aren't just ordinary scissors. They're sewing shears. These were the shears you found in the victim, correct?
Yes, detective. Those are the murder weapon.
And my guess is that if we take a look through your bag of sewing tools, we'll find that you're missing this pair of sewing shears.
You're right. Those are my scissors. But I'm not the killer. You did have a pretty heated argument with Coffee backstage before the show. Sounds like you have a lot of tension banger for her. Yeah, and we all heard you say, and I quote, what I wouldn't give to drive my scissors into your back. And Coffee did have scissors in her back.
Your scissors!
All right, I did it!
I knew you were the murderer!
No, I didn't do it as in kill her. I did it as in say I wanted to kill her. I was angry. Because Coffee was critiquing your work? No, because she stole my work. The designs shown on the runway today weren't Coffee Chantel's. They were mine. It all started after the last fashion show. When I was backstage cleaning up my things.
Great work today, Kelsey. These dresses were beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. The show wouldn't have been a success without you.
See you for the next show. See you then. Maybe next time you'll be wearing my designs. Little did I know how true that statement would turn out to be.
Another glorious fashion show. The critics do love me. Oh, but what can I say? If I were them, I would love me too.
Another great show, Miss Chantel.
Thank you, Kelsey, and you did a fabulous job bringing my creations to life.
I always try my best.
Well, there were a few obvious flaws to the trained eye, but nothing that stood in the way of having a show that brought the audience to their feet. What's that you've got there?
This? Oh, it's nothing, just some doodles and sketches.
Nonsense. Let me see. These are interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Interesting in a good way or a bad way?
Good. Very good.
You really think so?
Oh, for a beginner. But I can clearly see what you're going for here. It's nice.
Thank you. It's just something I've been working on for a while. I'm not ready to try my hand at designing yet. I don't think I'd be all that good.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You've got some real potential with these.
Thank you. But now I have to grab a few things from the stage so I can finish packing up.
Of course, of course.
Then jump forward a few months later. Coffee comes to see me with the designs, but they weren't her designs. They were mine. She had taken them and she was taking all of the credit for them.
Why didn't you just go to the police or something and tell them about it?
It would have been pointless. It was Coffee's words against mine. And who are you going to believe? The rich and famous fashion designer or the lowly seamstress? I tried to work through it, tried to get on with business as usual, but today I couldn't take it anymore and I snapped.
And killed Coffee?
No, I snapped and yelled at Coffee. Look, I might not have liked her, or the fact that she stole my designs, but I would never have hurt her. I was just really upset.
So what do you think, Bob Holmes? All the evidence points to me to her like she did it. The motive with the stolen designs, the threat she made about stabbing Miss Chantel with her scissors, and finding that her sewing shears were used as the murder weapon. It all seems to me like she did it.
I do agree that the evidence is mounting, but I don't think she did it.
How can you be so sure?
Because I think she wasn't even in the building at the time of the murder. You see, as I was questioning you, I happened to notice a small stain on your shirt. A stain most people would associate with eating a jelly donut.
What?
Oh, whoops. Sure enough. The stain looked pretty fresh, but I know there wouldn't be donuts backstage at a fashion show. It would be too tempting for the models, which means that you would need to go somewhere to get them.
That's right. I eat when I'm stressed, and a donut always seems to calm me. So I went around the corner to Cup of Joe and got a donut.
Do you still have your receipt?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Just as I suspected. You couldn't have done it, because while she was being murdered, you were purchasing your donut.
Well, that was 6 suspects. Who's the 7th?
That's a very good question.
Well, it wasn't me.
Me either.
It definitely wasn't me. And it couldn't have been Norma since she just met Coffee today.
Is that true, Miss...
McDonald. Norma Jean McDonald. And yes, it is true. I just arrived in New York this morning. Yeah, she's a farmie.
What's a farmie?
It's a model that comes from a small town who tries to make it into a big city.
So what small town are you from exactly?
I come from Forest Meadow, Nebraska.
Forest Meadow, Nebraska, you say?
That's right.
Well, what a coincidence, because we're from Forest Meadow, Nebraska.
Then you must have met her before. She was Miss Courthouse Queen 6 years in a row.
No, Cornhusk Queen.
That's what she told us.
That's very interesting. You see, Forest Meadow every year has a carnival where we celebrate the harvest of corn. Now, we do crown a queen to ride in the parade, but we do not have a corn husk queen.
You don't?
Nope, we have a corn cob queen. You're not from Forest Meadow, Nebraska, are you, Miss McDonald?
No, I'm not.
And you're not a model at all, are you, Miss McDonald?
No.
And you're not a model, and your name isn't really Norma Jean McDonald, Miss McDonald.
Well, we already knew that. We did that model name test, and her model name is Norma June.
No, what I mean is that she's not Norma June or Norma Jean. She's Jean Norman, former fashion consultant from Vogue magazine.
You're right.
You got all that from the lie she made about a hometown?
No. You see, when I was investigating the crime scene, I happened to notice this... somewhere. I noticed a small article that had been written in Miss Chantel's hand. An article written by Jean Norman. I didn't know its importance at the time, but I knew it would lead to our 7th and final suspect. So once I heard your lie about your hometown, I began to put the pieces together. You see, Jean Norman here is our murderer.
It's true, I did it.
But why?
I had my dream job at Vogue. I was a fashion consultant working my way up the ranks, and I finally got my big assignment. I was being sent to Coffee Chantel's fashion show as a fashion critic. But I wrote some bad things about her designs, and she got me fired. Can we just flashback now?
Ooh, can I perform in this one?
Sure, go ahead.
You wanted to see me, Miss Winter?
Yes, come in, have a seat. I wanted to talk to you about your article critiquing Miss Chantel's latest fashion show.
You liked it so much, you want to give me a raise.
No.
You liked it a lot, but not enough for a raise.
Wrong again.
You didn't like it?
Well, listen, it's not that I didn't. Your writing was good and shows some great potential. But I just got off the phone with Coffee Chantel and she is not happy.
She's not?
You wrote her designs would have been better if they just put trash bags on the models.
Well, what can I say? I didn't like the design.
Yeah, well, you're fired.
Fired? I don't understand.
It's nothing personal, but we run Coffee Chantel's designs in our magazine. We own stock in our company. We can't be tearing her designs down. So please, go pack up your things. You need to be out of the building by the end of the day.
And it was then that I vowed to take Coffee Chantel down once and for all. And when I heard Kelsey say she would stab Coffee in the back with her scissors, I thought I had found the perfect way to get away with murder.
Well, there you have it.
Lock Holmes, you could say we really catwalked ourselves into this case, couldn't we? Get it? Catwalked because... Get it?
Take her away, Watson. Well, there you have it. Another case solved by me, Detective Earl Lock Holmes. Good day.
I'm out of here. Maybe if I leave now, I can make it to my class on time.
That is the last time I go to see a fashion show.
And I'm on call for the ER, so I better get going as well.
I can't believe Norma was the killer.
Me either. I thought she was so nice.
It just goes to show, you can never trust a model because she might just stab you in the back.
So, Kelsey Randall, how would you like to be my newest client? I could have you signed on and working on next year's fashion show.
Really? That would be so awesome.
Could we be your models?
Definitely.
Oh, right. Perfect. I'll go write up the contract right now.
And I'll be your new personal assistant.
No, you won't, Janice, because I'm going to write your letter of recommendation for Vogue.
Oh, wow! Imagine me, a real fashion journalist.
And we'll do the hair and makeup for your show.
Yeah, you can't get rid of us. We're a team. And I can be your new MC. Just make sure to send me all of the scripts and recording ahead of time.
You got it. Well, I guess I'm leaving too. But I'll be back next year as a fashion designer.
I'm looking forward to it.